You see this thing that is happening. What makes it the worst is the social studies.
Yes, yes. And you see, I wouldn't have had a problem with all this if it was maybe core maths, elective maths, chemistry, physics, or one of those subjects that we all know has some level of difficulty, which demands that you have some kind of technical or intellectual capacity to be able to understand it. I wouldn't have even bothered myself doing this episode. But the fact that social studies, lack of social amenities, peer pressure, lack of lack of funds or inadequate funds.
Being
You are failing. You are failing social studies.
seeing social studies failure, I was like, then what else can our students perform better in? Because if you are not doing good at social studies, what's the problem? But see, let's look at how the world is transforming, how the world is going.
Okay.
You see, this failure is no news. Maybe it's because during this time we don't have it out there. I mean, during this time we have it out on social media. So I mean, they're able to come out with the data and the statistics and all this stuff.
Oh, the data and statistics has always been there.
Yes, but my point is it has not been out here in the known like now. I mean, when we come to results, fishing. Is it today we're able to see those who are the F and those who are the D's and the E's because it's just put on social media, everybody can see it. Okay, what about the case? This is where my point is. Things that were done 20 years ago cannot be expected to be done in this time.
Okay.
In this time. So a child growing up with a lot of technologies around him or her have interest in certain field. Yes, I am not going to defend the failure. But where my problem is the grammar system that we have indulged ourselves in. Make it look like, see, if you don't pass WASSCE, you don't get A and B's in WASSCE, that is it, you are doomed, you are good for nothing. We need, as a country, we need to go past that. Like we have come to the point where we have to go past that. I'm wondering, I wish we would get data on these students who had this worst performing in social studies. And one, ask ourselves, what is their English proficiency? How good were they in English language?
Okay.
Just recently, I remember seeing the current Minister of Education commenting that he from that day was urging all teachers to get this. So he was rather instructing the Ghana Education Service Director General to allow teachers to be able to teach in the local dialects, like to teach with the tree and other stuff. But the point here is that, see, whether we like it or not, English is our official language as a country.
Exactly.
Ghana, we can't run away from that.
That's true.
If you tell me that you should allow students to learn from their local language because it helps them to understand, no, allow teachers to blend. I mean, before he even said this, like I said, me, I'm a professionally trained licensed teacher. When I was teaching the basic school, I thought with English language and brought it to the Ghana language for better understanding or comprehension.
Sure.
It didn't mean that I had to forego the English language and teach you. Nah, I will teach you in English. In order for you to get a better understanding, I do the translation in Chi, or I relate it to the Ghana language for you to get it well and understood. If you want to say we should go strictly by Chi throughout, these are some of the results that you get.
Exactly.
Because see, if you're unable to read to understand. I remember when we were in the basic school, one of the things our teachers always tell us is that the best is the understanding the question
is part of the answer. And that's true. But you see, yes, not to be political,